Hey everybody, did not expect to be back this soon. 2 nights ago, I had another dream, and I was holding off on sharing it because I wanted to see if there was more to it than what I saw. I should have said in the first video that I have never been much of a dreamer. God has spoken to me and shown me things prophetically, but it's very rare, and it's been spaced out by years, and also it's been very specific to a person, like another believer, when God has used me that way. So it's very rare. For me to have these kind of dreams, and to have them back to back the way that I have is even a little bit more rare, which just lends credence to the idea that God's wanting to use me in this way in what I believe is the last days. So happy to be used by Him. He can use anybody and use a lot better candidates than me. So to Him be the glory. Okay, so in this dream was 2 nights ago, and so this was on Monday night. I had the first dream on Saturday night, or I'm sorry, it would have been Tuesday night that I had this dream. Um, so I saw Vladimir Putin, and I'm going to go ahead and say his name and take the risk. But I saw him walk into his office, and um, he was briskly walking to get to his desk. He wanted to see something on his laptop, and so I was like, the point of view I had was like right behind him, and so I was kind of like looking over his shoulder in this. And so he goes behind his desk before he even sits down. He's tapping on his laptop, and he's checking a form, some kind of correspondence. It wasn't like your regular email. It was yellow and black, like the banner was yellow and black, and it was some kind of private correspondence that he had with somebody else in the Russian government. And of course, I don't speak a word of Russian, not at all. And so I looked at what he had received. He had received a message that made him get this little smirk on his face. And when I looked, I was thinking, well, I don't understand any of this because it was in Russian. And I watched as the letters all flipped over to being English letters. So I could actually read it. It was really cool. So what the message said was that the new weapon was ready, and that with this weapon he could take out a president, or he could take out a holy mountain. And I thought it was very interesting that it didn't just say, or you could take out a hill, or you could take out a holy mountain. So when he said this, for some reason, when I was sitting there and I was looking at it, because it was only writing, but I could see this weapon that looked like some kind of sci-fi rifle almost, and it had the ability to both like shoot a bullet and also to shoot like powerful um very powerful weapons, very powerful explosives, not weapons, but very powerful explosives. And the reason I'm being specific about this is because I had the impression that this was a new weapon. We hadn't seen this before. This was a new weapon. Now what's interesting is I follow Brandon Biggs, and so he's definitely been accurate about a lot of stuff and the things that he sees in visions. And he's been saying for a while now that there's a new weapon. There's a new weapon we've never seen before that's going to get used. There's a new weapon we've never seen before that's going to get used. And so when I saw this in the dream, when I saw Vladimir Putin reading this correspondence, that this new weapon was ready, that had the ability to both take out a president or a holy mountain. I immediately thought of Brandon Biggs when I woke up, because I was like, that's him. So I saw Vladimir Putin smile. He slammed down his laptop. And then he looked up and he started to walk out of his office very quickly. And then I woke up and I thought, okay, so again, is it something significant? Is this something that I have not had much, is there a weapon? I don't know. What I do know is that we need to pray. And we need to pray for our president. We need to pray for our government. We need to pray for our nation. I know that there are others that are saying that God's warning them about a Red Dawn experience. And like I said, Brandon Biggs, he's been talking about there's a new weapon. And that's exactly what I saw. This was a new weapon, a new kind of technology. That's why I didn't want to say that it could shoot bullets or bombs, because I don't even know if it was bombs. There was explosives. Like I could get that, but I'm not even sure what kind of technology is involved in this. So I just wanted to leave that part vague. But anyway, please be praying. Pray, pray, pray. Pray for our nation. Pray for our government. And pray for your fellow believers. Cover your family in prayer. Make sure that you're praying that God keeps you safe, keeps them safe. Do it every single day. We need to pray more than ever before. So anyways, if you like this video, follow me. I don't know if there's going to be more. Again, I'm never going to try to force this or make it happen. If God wants to use me this way, cool. I'm all for it. And if not, totally fine. We'll stop at 2 videos. But if you did get something out of this, please like it and subscribe so others can see it. And I will see you next time if there is a next time. In the meantime, God bless you and keep you in Jesus' name.